name is Timothy Mitchell. I'm with LexJet, and I am here with my friend and colleague, Rob Levin, and we are going to talk a little bit about the EFI 30H.
Correct.
All right, so what type of inks does this printer come with?
So this is running our manufactured UV LED ink, and we call it XA, ProGraphics XA. It's a great ink, all-around ink that's going to go to your flexible materials, it's going to go to your plastics, your rigid materials, your woods, your metals. Most of the materials you're not going to need any type of primer before you apply it to the material. There are some where maybe we're going to put a little adhesion promoter on it,
Okay.
but that's a very, very few materials.
Now, I was eavesdropping, I probably shouldn't have been at lunch. Are there some new inks coming out for this? Are you allowed to talk about them?
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk to them, but let's talk about them anyway.
Okay, good.
So we have a brand new ink set that's just getting ready to be released. It's called our XAXF.
XAXF.
So it has all of the adhesion principles of our XA ink, but it's a little bit more flexible. So it's going to be able to do bends and radiuses. It's going to be able to do car wraps, better adhesion onto things like mountable vinyl, things of that nature. Now it's still a little bit of what I call my SUV ink. It's going to do a little bit of everything. So if you lean more into the rigid world, even though it's a hybrid, but if your primary application is more rigid, we'll point you to the XA ink. If your application is more flexible, but I do a little bit of rigid work, then we're going to point you to the XAXF ink.
XF mean extra?
Extra flexible.
I was guessing that you got it, exactly. So how many inks are there? Is it a 4-color configuration, CMYK?
CMYK plus 4 channels of white comes standard.
4 channels of white.
Yes.
Is the white ink capable of doing layers? For example, 3-layer, 5-layer, how does the white ink work? What are the capabilities?
Yeah, so, well, and not only do we have the white ink, but we also have the most opaque white ink in the marketplace. It's the brightest white ink, it's fantastic. Now on this printer, we can do 5 layers of ink laydown standard.
Okay.
No optional modules needed. So if I wanted to build up some texture to be able to do some wood grain or some leather marbling, I can use the white ink and black ink in those 5 layers to do that. I can also start building blockout signs to be able to do a CMYK, a white, a black, a white, and then another CMYK. On my 2 CMYK layers, I can use different graphics. So in one pass, I can print an in and out sign or an open and close sign. And I have that black layer in the middle where I don't have any bleed through. And that's one of the powers of our 5 layers of ink.
So it sounds to me like you've got every white configuration covered.
Mm-hmm.